Anyway, guys, Pentiment. Let's continue. So, last time, we had a time skip of the 7 years. We came back to Tassing, found it in a very poor state, especially for the peasants. It seems like the church is taking more and more every day. It's taking their money for taxes. It's taking away their rights to feed themselves by prohibiting fishing, by limiting their access to the woods. So the peasants obviously are not very happy about it. They are thinking about doing something about it. We don't know what. It could become violent. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just going to be like everybody sitting around the table and having a good talk over these things. I highly doubt it because the abbot is is not a good person. So probably it's not going to go well. But everybody's focusing on the festivity that's going on tonight, which is, what was it? Saint John something? St. John's Eve holiday. But yeah, my current objective, I forgot what it was. But I think, aside from the main objective, what I was trying to do is talk to people about the burnt book we found, because that book had the same calligraphy style as the messages that have been sent to all the people involved with the old murder of the Baron. Same hand. We just don't know who it was. And I mean, other than asking around the library and the brothers, I don't know who else in town could know something about that. I mean, the townsfolk only recently started to read, I think, so... Let's see, Else? This guy could maybe know something, but this guy is not here. Is everybody gathered around the town center? All? Let's check the Roman ruins just in case. Nothing. Well, let's go to the center of town, see what's up. I don't think we can progress much until we've done that. All the houses are closed. Maybe check in with the clockmaker, the weird inventor guy. Doctor's not here. I see the good doctor also likes to hang their chairs. Very interesting. Is that something that people used to do in the Middle Ages? That's so weird. This guy's gone as well. He's making the holy hand grenade, by the way, and more than one, apparently. Maybe one of the bunnies survived, you know? Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons floor looks festive, decorated like this. Yeah, it looks like Christmas. But, what is it? It was like the start of summer, the solstice? Summer solstice? Look at all the flowers, master. And the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Co's logs work out alright for you, Andres? Coming along as we see. Nearly finished. It's all in place, Salter. Alright, guys. One at a time. Good, good. Alright, everyone. Remember. Father the bonfire tonight. Remember to father the bonfire, okay? That's very important. But after the bonfire, we celebrate as usual. We'll all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Although the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. You cannot claim ownership of that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Oh boy. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of our St. John customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns around the earth, God and our saints are with us. Boy, he's gonna have a bad time when they discover that that's not exactly right, huh? Sure as the sun goes around the earth. Brother? Andreas? Hello, Brother Woslov. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything alright? Isn't it a little late for you to consider my feelings now? If this is about you and Matilda, I mean... The abbot is sure we'll never see each other again, thanks to your little report to the Archdeacon. I had nothing to do with that, I just told the Archdeacon what he needed to know. But I'm actually so sorry. I had no idea that would happen. I mean, it was completely forbidden by your own church. So I don't know why you're so upset to me. Take it up to the big guy, you know? But still, I'm sorry. Did she teach you about cause and effect in that fancy university, Andreas? Actions have consequences, damn it. Use your head. I can't go back and change things now. No, you can't. There's nothing to be done about it now, but maybe you'll be less ass-headed in the future. Dude, I don't know how to tell you, but she had a fucking shovel with blood on it, and the Baron was dead, and the Baron tried to rape her, okay? So, you gotta forgive me for thinking the worst happened, right? I thought you were involved, of all people. What's with Otto's speech? You did look upset. Otto's becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot, but Gernot will not take this news well. The abbot doesn't like the festivities? Well, who's telling? Who's telling? Otto just announced his plan in the comments, and Tassing is a small town. Of course the abbot will hear about it, but only if someone tells him. Someone like you. You fucking snitch. Fair point, but why is the abbot so angry about it? Introduced to your father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Boy, that's I don't know. I mean, is he going to kill me? But sure, I'll attend. I'll behave like a good, mature adult. Does the invitation extend to Caspar as well? I'm sorry, but Father Abbott has asked you to come to his house alone. Oof. Sure, man. Wow. Is that a phew? Or is that like a wow? You know? Please, tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? You don't move from the Golden Hand. Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? I said no. Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? I guess a little bit of both. Thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Alright, Casper. And it's already Vespers, so we're going straight to eat with the abbot. But can we talk to the people of the place a little bit? Master Andreas, you'd best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, we'll meet up after supper. Sure, don't get into trouble. Why was he so disappointed? I just told him to not get into trouble. All hail the new king, the new bean baby. All hail little Otto, also known as Utz. Also, what are they doing here? Now this... What the fuck is going on here? That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Also, it seems like a lot of pagan stuff is going on here. I'm not sure if the abbot is going to be too happy about it. Can I grab a cleaver just to, you know, maybe defend myself from the abbot? Look, I need a weapon. We should get that gun from that guy. Carl? Anton? Bonfire? Bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. Brigitte? Hello, Andres. Till? Andres? No one gives a crap about me. Okay. Guys baking for the... Oh, look at all those loaves. Anna. Brett. Ulrich. No one really wants to talk to me. Doctor. Doctor. Is not home. And the inventor's not home as well. I had a quick checkup on the dog. It feels like this part of the game is very linear. Oh, shit. They're still going? How long has it been? Oh my god. Lucky? Not so lucky now. The Druckers. Klaus? Hello, little Magdalene. Ah. Cute little Magdalene. I kinda hope that Klaus would help me with the book, because he's into printing. Maybe, I don't know, he knows a lot about books. Maybe he could tell me something about the binding or the leather of the cover or something. I don't know. Am I thinking too CSI for the times? Gillian? Nico? Illuminata was a librarian. We talked to Illuminata though, right? I mean, she was the one that told us that we could keep the book. So she didn't know much more than the fact that it was not in the archives. Are they already in the woods picking flowers? Or swimming naked in the waterfall? No? Damn it. I mean, yeah, that's okay. Oh man, I'm gonna go through all the game without getting laid. That's so sad. Guy. Need to wait for midnight. We'll see about that. Illuminata. My love, come on. No one can see us here. God bless you. Oh my god. Oh, Zdena, you freaking scared the living crap out of me. What the hell is wrong with you? She goes like the day. Missed my chance with Zdena. Florian, you good, my man? Florian's not here. Oh wait, are all the... all the person gonna be in the refectory, was it? Yeah. Adoc was the one that knew about the book. Did we talk to Adoc? I don't remember. It's been 2 days and most of my memories are gone forever. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I was afraid that this would happen. Hang on. Alright, sorry. Dog is a little restless. She's not really used to be alone for too long. Go now. Alright. I do have an escape in case I need to run away from the abbot in a hurry. We're having food here. God bless you, Andreas. Okay. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Sure. Good. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I will admit I was surprised to receive your invitation, but I'm pleased. Yes, well, when I heard you had returned to Tassing, the Lord convicted my heart to let bygones be bygones. That's such a lie. He wants something. I think it's high time we reconciled. Master Mahler, please sit, and we will pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here towards your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen. Amen. Whoa, what a freaking dinner, huh? People starving in the village and you eat all of this? But Wozla was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you deigned to drop by at all. You've done quite well for yourself, after all. It's good to see that your time at Kyrsa was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years, after leaving such a mess in Tassing? I spent most of my time doing commissions for various lords in London. Yes, King Harry seems insistent upon... Inslotting the Pope, despite his title as Defender of the Faith. Of course, you'd find yourself in that mess, Andreas. Thanks? Why have you asked me here, anyway? In truth, I hope to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and the townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Of course, just like you clarified that Pierre was guilty all those years ago. Please, I'm all ears. Let's try to listen, okay? I mean, we know he's going to just say a bunch of bullshit, but let's listen. I'm always willing to listen until, I'm not. I'm relieved to hear it. I believe you've only heard one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, father? I ate something, I don't know what it was. With the scriptorium clausura, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Why did you keep up the scriptorium then? Surely there's another option. Do you really need to raise the taxes that much? But the guy has gone over the Abbey's expenses carefully, Andreas. Raising taxes is the best way to cover all the costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. We have Lebkuchen and pheasant. Jesus. The forest belongs to the Abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. It doesn't harm the Abbey to let the townsfolk pick up sticks. Such theft deprives the Abbey of its natural resources that you're not using. Since the Abbey does not produce anything else, it must be able to sustain itself somehow, especially under such financial stress. But you have the taxes. Have you no pity for anyone in Tassing? I'm more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows of forbidding it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. You would condemn the town over something so petty. This is up to them. No, this is up to you. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man and the townsfolk believe they're like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer for example, that this uprising is not in their best interest. The rest of the town, not the faun, will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. The peasants have genuine grievances. Why not talk with them and negotiate? I'm a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto's is past the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I'm begging you to help in the matter. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize, we must conclude this for now. What? I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Think on what we discussed. I trust you can find your way out. So he basically wants to use me to be on his side of this, but he's unwilling to compromise in any way, shape, or form. It's a bit of a dick move. Considering he's having luxurious dinners and the townsfolk are starving. What the hell is going on here? Is this tree haunted? Okay, nothing here. Checking the scriptorium and the library. You think we can somehow double check maybe with some of the books in the library? I mean, I doubt it, but what a shot. Nothing. A shame. You know, I kind of wish the game had fast travels between zones. Like if I'm too far away from an area, I could just click on the map and say, hey, I want to go to the guest house. And take me to the closest road maybe, or something like that. Sometimes navigating these halls, not the easiest thing to do. Mateo? Dormitory. Still sleeping? I need to know who's writing all these freaking notes. Swear it's gonna be like someone in the abbey. Or the doctor. But if it's such a good calligraphy, it should be someone relatively old. Could it be Thomas using the visions of that nun as a sort of, I don't know, warning to people? A stunning collection of wildflowers. They're all grown so plentifully in the meadow. We're gonna see a ghost again? Many petal cinquefoil. As I think it has a certain charm. Checking the ruins. Those ruins have been a big letdown. Until, you know, all the way up to now. Nothing ever happens there. So are they celebrating in town? Did I just see... Oh no, the stars are just blinking in and out. I thought that was... something. Okay, the bonfire is happening. Before we do that, let's check the woods, the waterfall, no reason. Gonna give the forest a good look and make sure no one is picking flowers. Something against the law. You know how it is. Just trying to be a good citizen is all. Okay. Oh, we can talk this evening, Master Mahler. Not taking part in the festivities. I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip. Plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open in the forest tonight. It's an enchanted evening. As for your question, I got enough fire and smokes as it is. Some things haven't changed over the years. Folks still dislike associating with a burner. Other than Andres, he occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade. I forgot. People continue to be fools. True, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I made my peace with the matter. For me, it's a night like most others. I prefer staying sober and observing the townsfolk. Easier to get all the gossip for the year to come, you know? Besides, I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief. Just let others run around in their silly costumes. I think you still have some youth in you. Like the sun rises to its highest point every year, so my back grows ever more crooked. But I appreciate you coming by. I wish you a pleasant evening, Master Mahler. Alright. Shrine seems fine. I mean, it's kind of odd that the abbot would go against the townsfolk when they are actually doing a Christian celebration, you know? Ah, frick, no one's around. I suppose it's not really midnight though, is it? Sleep hour, but that only means it's 8 p.m. Alright. Let's just get it over with. Let's go to the center of town. Yo, Ottilia. Well, well. Andreas the painter. Good to see you too, Ottilia. Hmm? Why did I say it was good to see you? The only reason I remember you is because you bothered me about that rat, the Baron. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. St. John's Eve mean a lot to you? Saint's Eve, right. Oude ans, Mama Perkta. Yeah, okay, they are doing a pagan celebration disguised as a Christian one. The Sardine Quest Gwaud Perti. Per me? Veve, nus clamine tea. Alright, then I'm going to go. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. Jesus Christ, Ottilia. Doctor? Doctor. Andreas? Salutations, Andreas. Most wonderful to see you here. I see you two have met. What do you want with an inventor? I make all manner of mechanical contraptions, filled with gears and levers and other such delights. Andreas is a man of the mind. Why shouldn't find interest in my work? For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further toward the garbage heap. What a dick. It makes sense you'd also be rude to your friends. A very inspiring thought, Baltus. I'm gonna be supportive. Why, I thank you, Master Artist. Speaking of, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could also be inspiring to your artistic mind. I mean, Tussing certainly looks cheerful. Indeed. Like their peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and the heat to flow through it at great speed, and how it roars. It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto is a clever man. It's a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They manage to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generation, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless useful. You don't need a university education to be smart. Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. I feel like you don't know these people like we do. I'll just assign them their place in the order of the world for good reason. Oh, fuck me. There's some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, even their understanding of herbal remedies. The traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, tainted by the pagan rituals. It's an affront to Christ. St. Eligius, warned against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago. Who's this guy? Patron saint of Goldsmith, Bishop of Noyon Tournai, worked tirelessly to convert the pagans of Flanders to Christianity. Flanders? Stupid sexy Flanders. And nothing has come of these pagan festivals in all that time. The harm infects a man's eternal soul. You might not see it, but God can. You're really wound up about this, aren't you? Use the mind the Lord gave you and think, Mother. You think the church will suffer revived paganism while Luther's acolytes tear down its walls? We live in dangerous times. If you can't see that, you're more of an imbecile than I thought. We've gotten too serious, my friends, far too grim. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. Do come by my workshop, Master Mother. I would love to exchange ideas. Sure. It will be my pleasure. Mahler. Doctor. Till? Been out ages, man. Hello, Master Mahler. Masters Mahlers. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the most active sway of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the woods follows the summer's solstice leave back to the Romans? I thought you didn't read Latin. I picked up a few words as they is, and I still have the mind to put two and two together. Admirable, I must admit. It's nothing masters matters, mainly proverbs and the occasional word, hence solstitium. Such as it looks this is time of years. The sun rises highest for a long time, and then it stays there before it's falling again. I hate this guy. I hate this typing. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic as of mankind. What? Rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mist. I don't want to speak to you no more. We'll see me later, but I don't think the same applies to the abbot. Others causing dangers, I agree. Going against the disease of the abbey like so. The festival has always had Zebelli's zik of jest and mockery. I don't see it as a sacred as some. Church would disagree. We are to honor a major saint. Blessed Saint John, the herald of a new is to come. Sun fades away every year. Only to citizens. Can't do this. It never stays bad, does it? Yeah, sometimes I feel like it goes on forever. Nothing lasts forever, Master Mahler, except for our Lord in heaven. I wish I could read more about all this. Well, with the Abbey selling books for their library, I hope I could get some for myself, but they proved to be far too expensive. Thousands printings have proven the more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Have you come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Mahler. I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo. What a fucking name, Strabo. Is and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. Don't believe I've had the chance to read anything by Strabo. How about Flimbo? Do you know Flimbo? It was a fairly complicated read, I must admit. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Raiti tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts, and it's fucking hard to read. And it's people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus. Manus? The big guy from Dark Souls? And his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out. But some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals when they were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, When their empires started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we might never know. Thank you for the quick story. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Mahler. Until later. Evening, Andreas. Say, how'd you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year, big and sturdy. It's impressive. I know we can't compare to where you come from. We still give it our all. In celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. And do you remember Andreas Mahler, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Hello, Master Mahler, how are you? Now this is a well-raised kid. He does as he's fucking told. I'm well, thank you, young man. That is a good boy, let me tell you. A bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Oh my god, look at Magdalene. Oh, where's she going? Where's she going? Oh, she's playing with Anna, all the two best girls. Ah, Dad, will you stop? Easy to roll you up, just like your mother. How's Elena? Is she not attending? She's dead. Oh, she'll join us later. She went with Martha. Who? Omegalo. Who the fuck is Martha? Oh, Martha. Bloody hell, dude. You have to be careful. I thought, whoa. There's a whole new character that we never heard of. Martha. What a name. No, it's Martha. She dipped her toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold traditions. Yeah, you're right. Especially with the times we're having. Oh, hey, little one. What are you doing here? Give me a second, guys. Alright. Oh man. She jumped on my bed and she spent like a good minute digging around trying to make herself a comfortable place. To just sit down exactly where she were before. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. What's so funny about that? Burn some flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. Ah, yes. I've played that game before, in the forest with maidens, seeking the fern that flowers, wink, wink, wink. I know. Andreas, you cad, but please. Don't insinuate such thing in front of my boy. Oh, my fern is in full bloom right now, Carl. If you know what I mean. Hey, I'm old enough to get what that means. Will I be going into the woods with a girl soon? Damn, son. You know, Anton, it's not the time nor the company to talk about that. Let's just enjoy the celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think about the festival so far, Anton? It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they are lit. The mountains get to twinkle like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. But your dad keeps the trouble away, yes? Yeah, he doesn't like it when those goddamn bosses go too far. Holy shit, son. Language, boy. God doesn't look kindly on blasphemy. What are your words, Dad? Best you don't quote me. Quote the scriptures instead. It's better for your soul. Listen to your father, Anton. I will, I do. Jesus. Hey, what did you say? Let your mother catch you with that mouth. I'll let you get back to the festivities. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye. Holy crap. Brigitte? Why, Martin, look who it is. Evening, Andreas. Andreas, you staying for the festival, I hope? Of course he's staying. Who would miss this, especially after your burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire? A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. And help myself. Stare at them blankly. Brigitte and Martin, you're both feeling very festive, I see. The food, the fires, the dancing, it really is a night to enjoy. It's on the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for the one where he will prepare the way. Yes, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, you probably wouldn't agree. I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. Who wouldn't? Now I can't stop thinking about it. So thirsty. Are you going to heat Otto's skull and go to the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. Even though you supported him earlier. He speaks his mind on what's important, but like I've said, I have no personal interest to provoke the abbot. God-fearing people, Andreas. What did you argue about with Otto anyway, when I first saw you in the meadow? Oh, nothing of note. Andreas, please, enough of this talk. We're here to celebrate. And Martin and I will dance until our legs begin to waver. Isn't that right? Would not miss it for the world. Alright. Hope you have a good evening. So. Now. I have been told about these ladies in the forest. Picking herbs and looking for a fern that blooms. Now, I'm very curious to share in these floral customs. I would like to take part in that. I swear to God, am I going to see like a crazy pagan orgy at night, in the middle of the night? Right, where do we go? The objective is still the center of town. Maybe it didn't talk to everybody. Who was left? Did he talk to Ottilia? Oh, Caspar maybe. Was it really necessary?
Was that really necessary?
Huh? Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. It's a big event here in Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Have you ever been to a festival like this, Casper? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Marley, please? No. It's late. I don't want to risk the Abbot's anger. Let's just head back and go to sleep. I don't want Casper to get some. And I don't. Alright? Alright, fine. Going to bed. And then, once it's be dark and Casper's asleep, I will sneak out and help some ladies with their fern picking. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to stay awake. No, good sleep. Don't sleep through the entire night. Just wake up in like 4 hours. Please, don't skip all of it. Stop. Stop right there. Oh, for fuck's sake. We've lost it. We skipped it. Damn it. Come on, dude. Why can't I not just get some like everyone else? This is not a difficult maze. Is this the maze that was in the church? Sabine? Who? What is it? Oh, it's my wife. We never really interacted with her. What? Come home. Stop bothering me. I know. Holy crap, by the way. Do you see this face? Damn, he does not like his wife. Ah, no. You know what? You want me home, you've been asking me for months. And for months you haven't answered. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in London? Yikes. Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? No. This was never about love. We've been married. We're families. Not at first, no. I suppose it was too much to hope that a seed of tenderness could grow between us. I hate talking to you when you're like this. Oh. Toxic. Say nothing. Fine. Go back to your whores. The women who make you happy. Dude, I wish I had my horse. I have no one. This is like The Witcher 3 all over again. I just refused everybody and ended up dying alone. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Just stop. Just leave me alone. Just for the one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Him? Father, I suppose? Can I use my WASD to do this? It feels like it's easier than using the mouse. August. Who? Hello, August. Who? I know you weren't going to say anything. Never say anything. Sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Who? What? I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. And my son that died? We lose a son? I don't know, man. I'm so tired, August. Get tired wherever you are? Last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. Couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Just waiting for you to say good night. It's like the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? I remember loving her. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I love you, little boy. I wish I didn't. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. Jesus. I retrace my steps every night. And I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Damn, no wonder Andreas looks like shit. And he's so old and grumpy all the time. Whoa, what the frick happened here? What happened to this place? Where's Prester John? Where's Socrates and Saint Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the Sheep of Fools. Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. It was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? Or in less than caution, the ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the ages of your intellect. All that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it's June. How did it come to this? You turn your gaze to your own dark center. You know the course of your own life. You know how the choices you made have brought you here. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Carspa still asleep? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There's still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. They woke me up in the middle of the night. St. John's Eve. Find Caspar. Wait, he's gone? I'm gonna go just back to sleep. I can't go to sleep. I need to find Caspar. Damn it. Still time. Is this even happening? Oh, it looks like a... Looks like a rowdy in here. What happened? Was it always like this? Am I going crazy? All these flowers. Chill out. There's a lot of commotion for night. It sounds like everyone's going to the woods. Chill out. Good kitty, slow. Yes, very good, very good. Can I go to the Roman... ruins? Really hope someone was here, but no. There is no ghost. Should we take a look around the abbey? I don't think there's anything going on there. Or maybe, I don't know. Who knows, man? Anything could happen anytime. Mousefanger. Good cat. Good cat. Alright. Stena's gone. Damn. So is my chance with her. Illuminata, come on. She here? She's probably sleeping in one of these rooms. And I can't get in it. Damn it. Good. If we get to the library, are we going to see the two priests? Do they still like to get it on in the library at night? Nope. That's some creaking sound. I think I'm just meant to go through with the main part of the story. Yeah, as I said before, the second part of the game seems way more linear. Is it open now? It is. Maybe we already made all the big decisions and, you know, what we did in the first part of the game determined everything. Who knows? Oh my good lord. Can I have a mask? They look cool. It's a big event night. Yeah, but there's always something going on at night, right? Casper. Who was that big guy that ran away? I'm not talking to Casper until I've been to the fucking waterfalls, okay? Go on. Huh? What the fuck? Oh my. Just in case you didn't notice. I know I did. Also, lots of people looking, and not people. Where's that man? I mean, you know, if you take the basket off your head, you're gonna find him. Casper? What the fuck are you doing here? Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? No, what are you doing out here? What the fuck? Don't turn this on me. Casper, what the hell are you doing? I thought you'd stay in bed. Sorry, Master Mahler. I was sleeping, but there was a big racket and I wanted to see what was happening. Father Gernot, what are you doing out here? Why is everybody doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costume buffoon. Forces off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. Oh boy, here we go. What was that? Someone is screaming in town. Really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's go back to town together and see what that noise was. Is Gernot following me as well now? Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't just... The heck? Never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? Too hard to tell who's who in those stupid costumes. Can't worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. Does that sound like a murder screen? Oh, fuck. Is that Otto? Werner, the doctor. Is he? Oh no, wait, no, Werner, is that Otto? It's Otto, isn't it? Dead. Yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Balthus and Leonard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what happened. Right. And we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the Rathaus. Who's missing from here? Lots of people are missing. Andres is missing, Johan is missing, Martin is missing, Lucky is missing, most of the women, Klaus. Must have been whoever released the rope. What were you doing, doing all of this, Leonard? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen? What a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. Master Mahler, are you insane? I'm not gonna touch a dead body. Do it. No, Master, there's nothing. Are you certain? Go deep, search better. What were you expecting? I'm not sure. My God. Oh, Eva. Otto. No. No. You. The abbot must have killed him. What the fuck are you talking about? The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Hey, Chino. Poor also indeed. Go after him. No, leave the abbot alone. He was with me. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. That's right, there's no way he could have killed Otto. Grab the artist and the boy too. We'll get to the bottom of this. What do you mean grab the artist and the boy? Casper, run. Bam, 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 bam. To the abbey. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's like we have angry mob. What did I miss? You missed the festivities. Saint John Eve, the bonfire. We just having the chat with everybody, not really anything too crazy, you know. We had dinner with the abbot. He tried to convince me to talk to the people, to quiet the townsfolk, the angry townsfolk. But other than that, not much, honestly. We woke up in the middle of the night. Our mind palace was broken. We've lost 3 of our imaginary people, and only 1 really bad one was left. And maybe we had a son at one point with Sabine, the used to be, you know, promised wife that became wife. They had a son, and the son was taken by the plague. Rip August. Plaguing around. Yep. They ran through the church. This way. Fuck. Gonna lock ourselves in the library. Dude, open up. They've locked the door. Well, lucky for us, I know another way into the library. Oh boy. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true. He did arrive with you. But you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Yeah, but we saw someone running away. Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward. Killer. Andreas, move. Okay, arguing using logic against angry mob, not sure is the best thing. Well, I'm gonna try anyway. There must be another killer, don't you see? No mercy. Face us. These are monsters. If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. You're all gone mad. That is actually insane, yeah. I mean, if they even do something this crazy, the Duke or the Bishop will send the army and just destroy the whole village. Everyone was in a costume, so anybody could have killed Otto for any reason. Yeah, I didn't recognize most of you in your outfits until you talked to me. Fine, damn it. You've got 1 day to find whoever you did this. Whoever you think is the real killer. Otherwise, we'll come back for the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Oh my god. Can I know this is way too soon, guys, but can I finally get with Eva and raise Bean Baby as my own? Oh my god, that's a dream. I swear I'll find whoever really killed Otto. Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. It was Detective Q. He did spectacular work in the past. I did. I really did. Just not in this game, but, you know, in the past, yes. A very great work. The peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. The His temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target because he was at odds with Otto. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murder. Would you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? Didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Shut the fuck up. God, I hate you, Caspar. Everyone deserves justice, Caspar. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. What do you think did it then? Where do we even start? You should talk to Leonard. He always hated the peasants that supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. I don't think so. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else. Well, Martin Bauer. We saw him talking to Otto. They seemed to be arguing. Not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. But it was always an ass. If they had a bad enough argument, they could have wanted to kill Otto. Who else? I'm sure we can find other suspects. We need to move fast. Did the murder confess to Father Thomas? Maybe. Even if the murder did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. What if it was Father Thomas, though? Well, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, townsfolk will all come in to confess. Yeah, well, the townsfolk might have heard something. That's a good place to start. Okay, you listen. You just stay there and listen all day to the confessions. I'll do my investigating. A pint or two might loosen some tongues. About the person who ran by us in the forest. They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. They were also very big. Right? He was a big boy. Right. We have to find the source of these flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. Wait, I know this flower. It's a marsh marigold, and it grows in wet, shaded woods. Perhaps around the Saint Sasha shrine. The large tree in the area would provide the adequate environment. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance of finding the real killer. The only big lad we've seen is Jorg. Well, he's not the only big lad. Florian was pretty big. Andres the blacksmith, kinda big. Lucky, a very big boy. Father Voslav, Father Thomas, they're both fairly big. I think I can do you for you. Yes. You were pretty vocal against Otto. What was that about? Well, I said then, I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. Already had one death in Tassing, we don't need any more. Doesn't explain why you spoke out. Otto never advocated for violence. You were opposed to Otto's ideas, though. He spoke against violence. Otto was an ideologue. He didn't see the reality of the situation. The Golden Hand relies on pilgrims and travelers for business, Andreas. Not to get his way, everything would be chaos. Swabia is burning as it is. We need a law to live civilized life, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. That seems like a strong motive to want Otto out of the way. But you go pretty far to protect the inn, huh? Well, we fucked Hannah. Andreas, you're accusing me of murder? Don't be absurd. I disagree with the man, but you think I could kill him for what? Look around. Is anything better now that he's dead? Unless there's anything more you need, I won't abide this foolishness. Sorry. Alright, we burned one bridge already. Joshua. I guess Joshua. Nico. Samuel, you're a big boy and you have a weapon. Nico. Master Mahler, is there anything I can do for you? You heard anyone in here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but you know. Yeah, you know. Shut the fuck up, Casper. In the sense, Casper, thank you. Like they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I remember something like that. Then again, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at or worse. But maybe you could find more luck talking to people. You always tend to loosen people's lips. Play around for everyone and you can have the run of the place. You hear Waldo. Maybe later. Maybe later. I think our biggest clue is probably in the forest where the guy ran away. There must have been a secret passage that we never seen. Let's ask good old Smokey. Oh, never mind. Oh, those. Some flowers, mustards. Close, but not a match. I knew that my naturalistic abilities could help the murder one day. Master, I think I see an opening behind these trees that leads to a deeper area of the forest. Could this be where the mysterious costume figure ran when Otto was murdered? We should see where it leads. It could take a while though. This is basically all saying that I'm gonna have one chance at investigating one of these things. So I can either investigate that path, buy a round at the Golden Hand, talk to Lenhart, or listen to the confessions. Similar to last time, yeah. We have only a limited amount of time. Can't do everything. So we're basically free to talk to everyone else, basically. How did Otto die? Someone cut like a rope next to the crane and dropped a bunch of bricks on him. He died like a Looney Tune kind of guy, you know? Got Looney Tuned. Sad, kind of, yeah. Andreas enjoyed the bonfire. Well, until the murder, I suppose. They only seem to happen when you're here. What are you doing back here anyway? Okay, to pay my respects to Priero. Why? Can't hear you. He's gone. Seems like a strange response for a woman who made a shrine to her dead husband. And I'm gonna burn another bridge. I don't think you can hear me, idiot. It's for me. I'm not going to spend my few remaining years on this earth moaning over his grave. You work for Father Thomas? Work for? I'm his slave. I clean this damn church and keep his house so I have a roof over my head. Around the time the Baron was murdered, I lost my home. The bastard the abbot took it from me. Now I have to rely on the charity of the church. I hate the church as much as the abbey. I wish there were a hell so I could send a lot of these holy men there. Holy shit. Surprised Father Thomas lets you stay here. He thinks he can save me. I think keep believing that as long as he keeps a roof over my head. Anything about the murder? No? Why would I? Why do you care? Just asking. You never know who might have seen or heard something, you know? Well, I haven't. Are we done? Sure. Fine. Bitch, I haven't had lunch with you. I helped you with your things. Damn it. What you get for being nice? Cat? See you, Andreas. Hey, cat. Oh, this is different from how I remembered him. What changed? Oh, that's right. He was still gone by the time you left Tassing. Returned several weeks later like he always did. Was it his travels or time that changed him? Only God knows the truth of a man's heart, but I suspect the challenges he faced on the road improved his memories of home. He hasn't stolen anything or run off in years. Truly the Lord provides for his faithful. You not were arguing the other day. Do you know why? Were they? I'm sorry, Andreas, but I don't know anything about that. Martin supports Otto in his cause against the abbot's taxes. They didn't have any cause to fight. I don't know, Kat. The argument was quite heated. Did Martin have any reason to hurt Otto? Of course not. They've become close friends the past few years, like brothers. Even brothers quarrel. After Franz died, God blessed me by returning my son to me, healed of his darkness. Should be giving thanks that the Lord led Martin to the light. But sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm just trying to find out who really killed Otto. Trust me, Andreas. I know my own son. Martin would never do such a thing. I mean, you said he would never steal, but he did. Oh no, wait, no. She did say that he would steal things. No, actually, no. She's been quite solid so far. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for hanging us out until later. Oh boy, Martin. We cannot even talk to Martin. Brigitte? Andreas, could you spare a moment? I suppose, what you need? What's so strange seeing Martin? What do you mean? Was an ass last time I saw him, but he seems changed now. Last time I was in Tassing, he ran off. Now he's back and I didn't recognize him. It's been 7 years, Andreas. Everyone in Tassing has changed. That's so bad? No, of course not. I did get into an argument with Otto when I was coming into town, though. What happened there? Well, the questions about my husband, Andreas. Do we lie? Do we just straight out lie? We have to figure out who murdered Otto. For any reason someone might want to murder Otto. Well, it certainly wasn't Martin. Otto was pressing Martin in to support him in the town commons, Andreas. Martin has changed, but his history in this town is remembered. He doesn't want to cause more trouble. He didn't want to speak in the commons because he's afraid of the abbot. They squabbled over it, that's all. Otto threatened Martin if he didn't cooperate. What was your husband so afraid Otto knew? Help me understand the truth, Brigitte. Success. Martin does have a secret, I'll tell you. Martin never came back. My Martin never came back. He died on the road. Is this the other guy? Remember that Martin told us that he was with another guy doing the highway robberies? Do you think Martin died and this is the other guy? The man who came back is Jobst Faber. Faber? Traveled with my husband, and when Martin died, he took my husband's place. They looked alike. No one ever noticed. Holy shit. That's why he's so changed. Jobst has been a better husband than Martin ever was. He had a rough past, but he's a changed man. Saved the farm and our family. He works hard and lets me spend as much time with Veronica as I want. Is Veronica? Right. It's a miracle I never expected to have. I mean, did he tell you before or after you had the baby together? Because that seems like it's crucial. I don't know how Otto found out, but I'm not surprised he held it over Jobs to get his way. That wasn't fair of Otto, but just wouldn't want to kill Otto over it. If anyone finds out, he could face a criminal charge. Far less severe than murder. Please, Andreas, I'm pregnant with his child. He's a good man. Leave us out of this. I'll do what I can. Thank you. I'll see you later. Until then. No promises. I'll do what I can. Oh boy, it's the ladies. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like a few minutes, alright? Let's keep going because I'm not gonna go for much longer. Veronica? Eddie? Hans? Johan? Andreas? You and me need to talk. Alright, what's on your mind? Are you helping the abbot? You know what he's been doing to our families? I mean, Peter is threatening the entire abbey, not just the abbot. I suppose you do have some friendliness with them? These monks never did any good by me or my family. By my measure, they've done a lot of harm. I understand your anger towards the abbot, but the monks don't deserve to die. And what do we deserve, Andreas? To starve? When's the last time you went hungry, Andreas? In the last month, I count more lean days than full. If it weren't for Ulrich's charity, we wouldn't have had any bread at all this week. The abbot should answer for it, but not by burning the abbey down. Alright, you know what? You dead set on this? I think I can point you towards someone. Really? Yes, really. My nephew, Martin. Really now? Because I don't think he's who he says he is. I don't think he's Martin at all. How'd you think that? We'll see what we want to see here, Andreas. I think we don't want to see, we ignore it as long as we can for everyone's sake. Don't say anything about Eva's pretty blonde hair. Jörg doesn't say anything about my daughter's friendship with Brigitte. Holy fuck, so much is going on here. Brigitte and Kat don't say anything about Martin. Strong Martin, hardworking Martin, faithful Martin. Time can change a boy into a very different man. Right, that's what we all told each other. Because after my brother died, Kat and Brigitte needed help. They needed someone better than Franz, and better than that little shit who left here 7 years ago. Do you think he's an imposter because he's too good? I'm no saint, Andreas, but my brother was a true asshole. His son was even worse. But this Franz was strong and worked hard. There was not a bit of good in Martin when he left. So yes, I think he's an imposter, because he's almost as good as my nephew was bad. You have any evidence? No, just suspicion and a reason not to trust the man. When the abbot decided to give us all Rani Kemper's land, there was a fee that we had to pay. We needed to expand. My brother and I couldn't say no. So the land went to both of us, and after Francis' death, a portion went to Martin. That doesn't sound like the worst thing. No, it would be if Martin hadn't brought up the idea of selling off the lease. Let her parceling it out to other families. It's complicated, but he'd be putting my land on the other side of someone else's. This whole arrangement works because we hold the land together. Do you really think Martin, whoever he is, killed Otto? I think it's possible. If you can sleep with another man's wife and steal his land, maybe you could be a killer too. I'll consider it. Damn. Peter. Big Jörg? Nothing, huh? I thought we would definitely have a chat with those. Ursula? Andreas? Don't trust you to shit. Clara? It was Ursula. I know it. Till? Andres. Don't really trust you, Andres. I don't know why. Look how big he is. He's very burly. He's a tough man. Andres, how did you get caught up in another murder? I'm not trying to do it, I swear. I didn't think you were. Still, it's an awful position to be in. Listen, Andres, I can't talk any sense into Peter. I understand he's angry, we're all angry, but threatening the abbot? Burning down the abbey? The Duke's soldiers will tear this town apart. I know. I'm doing what I can. Thank you. I know Peter is mostly bluster, but just worried for all of us. I'll talk to him. I mean, he didn't want to talk to me, but I'll do what I can. Ulrich? Andreas, it seems you're in the thick of another mystery again. I solved the last one. I'll solve this one too. I fucking did not. That would seem. God willing, you can put an end to this unrest. The peasants are angry. Even if what you and Caspar said about the abbot makes sense, they don't want to hear it. Too easy to blame Father Gernot for Otto's murder. Can you talk to Peter? He's putting everyone in danger by threatening the abbey. I've been talking to Peter, believe me. I'm doing everything I can to calm him and keep him from resorting to violence. As long as you keep doing everything you can to find Otto's killer, we're both doing the best we can. Not that easy. Either he's calming Peter, but we need to keep trying. Have faith, Andreas. Trust in Providence. We're all in God's hand. Oh God, we're fucked. Lucky? Okay, Lucky's not a super big man, I suppose. About my size. Andreas, not looking good, is it? I warned you there'd be blood. Looks like only the beginning to me, too. So you did. I had to find the real killer because it goes worse. Best you get onto that then. Your rest bodes ill. Peasants are about to do something foolish. Why did you tell them about the entrance to the library? I don't always see eye to eye with Peter and the rest, but I don't want them all killed. They got into the library, I don't even wish to imagine what they could do. The soldiers would strike back and there'd be a massacre in Tassing. Any thoughts about who might have done this? No. Otto's got... Well, Otto had a few conflicts, but nobody had called an enemy. Best of luck to you. Oh my god, still giving birth. Right. It's been like 2 days. This is the murder scene. Maybe it's the same person who got the Baron. Maybe. It seems like then anytime anyone threatens the stability of the situation, someone dies. Balthazar. You're at the ideal moment. Alright, less than ideal considering Otto's death. Took place right outside your house. You truly didn't catch anything that would be useful to my investigation? Alas, as said when Leonard and I were engaged in a stimulating debate when we heard the crash outside. There's only a figure flea, but unfortunately I have no useful details. Hope you find the lead, for I have severe doubts about the involvement of the abbot in this gruesome affair. Meanwhile, I'm drawing close to the final design of my latest invention, such I would very much like to hear your thoughts on it. Of course. Splendid. I've been devising something most unique. Come. We have a problem. The peasants suffer under harsh conditions. You agree? Yes. They don't have it easy. They toil constantly but achieve little over bare sustenance. They're then taxed heavily. The peasants grow angrier, hence the nascent troubles across the land. It's a dangerous time. We've devised a tool to lessen the drudgery. Here, take a look at the schematic. Holy shit. Behold the plough. In front is an automaton, a man or beast, it matters little, dragging the plough behind it. Fuck. Have you seen any artificial people before? Seen the Moors shepherds who strike the bell and carousel of automated magi in the Piazza San Marco in Venice. Ah yes, the Frauenkirche in Nuremberg. Father and son of Rainieri. An impressive piece of work. Do you understand of which I speak? The intricacies of machinery. Gears within gears, symmetric coils turning a shaft system that leads to the gearing mechanism. Controls that are quite complex but allow for it to follow a predetermined path. Toils so the peasants does not have to. Honestly, Tassing would be a lot happier if everyone had a good plow. Wouldn't it be easier without the figure in front? The wall of the plow itself? No. It is the puller that's important, to hold and fix and weigh down the plow. The universe reveals itself through the minute intricacies of clockwork. See. Still a few imperfections to work out, but I can feel I'm on the correct path. Tell me what you think. Difficult to see how the effort required to make and maintain this device would be less than plowing with human and animal labor. I'm sorry, Balthazar. Am I on a fool errands? Am I not? As if what my father would have said as well. Here, I'm a disappointment. Why you decided to stay in Tassing instead of returning home? It was part of it, yes. I could not face my father after my travels. Oh my god, you and I are so alike. Why'd you leave in the first place? I had to prove myself to my father, I suppose, and maybe. Father had attempted to arrange for me a marriage. Oh my god, you are young me, except you're old. I did not feel ready. You're right to evade. It's a curse sent to man by a most malevolent force. I would have thought it's providence, so that no one has had to be alone, but with evil on his side. Well, if anyone, this is a work of Satan. It was the Templars who led the fall of man, after all. Forgive me for being foolish, but I have often found it questionable how Adam does not hold any responsibility for his own actions. If God's divine providence governs the world, does that not also apply to Adam and Eve? In any case, there's so much more I have to learn. My inventions have not been as successful as I would like. Perhaps it's because you're lacking the correct frame of mind. What do you mean? If your inventions so far amount to little, you must change your approach. Do the same thing over and over will only yield the same results. What is the result and direction I'm searching for? That is what I cannot solve. Think bigger. Must have more ambition. I fear ambition has so far been my shortfall. I reach for more than I can attain. But I thank you, Andreas. I invited you to exchange thoughts and you have proven most valuable. This conversation has given me much to consider. I must go to work. Sure. Alright, guys. That is about everything we can do. We could go to the church. I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Can we not talk to Eva? Eva and the Bean Baby? Hey, baby. Oh, Andreas. I'm so sorry, Eva. I knew something like this would happen. I believed in what it was doing. I know it was doing the right thing, but Andreas, I was so scared. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm sure your family can help you. She's got a son at least, so she's got to keep the house, right? I have enough problems without needing to take care of me. And a baby. I'm sorry, Andreas, I'm just so tired. It's alright. Maybe we could come back later and share a meal together. Yes, I think that would help. Later then. Until then. Alright. Gonna have dinner with Eva. I want to go to the mill. And also to... I don't know why I'm suspecting this guy. Of all people. But I don't know. I found him suspicious. Ah! Klaus? Okay, he doesn't want to speak to me. Do the autopsy? I don't think we can. Not this time. The guy was just crushed. You suspect Klaus? I don't know why. I don't have any reason to. All? Swear to God, if we go through the entire game and nothing comes of these ruins, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't think anyone is staying at the guest house. No, it's locked. Shrine. They stole the hand. The reliquary used to contain the hand of St. Moritz. It appears to be missing, though. Wonder where it's gone. Either they stole it, or the guy that wanted to move it inside moved it inside. And when I say the guy, I mean the guy called Guy. Gui. Who is this? Sophie. Don't think we've ever seen Sophie before. This bird? God bless you, Master Mahler. God bless your sister. Are you faring? Faring. Mother Illuminata is grieved to hear about Otto's death, as am I. The Lord granted me the gift of knowledge in grief, so I will help the sisters how I can. What do you mean? I lost my husband and son before I took my vows, Master Mahler. Lord willing, I can now guide the sisters in the grief. I pray your counsel soothes the spirit. As do I. Did he not say he found another body part of the saint? Yep, he did. Definitely did. At the head of St. Moritz, apparently. I asked him, that's why he didn't say. He asked me who... I asked him who knows about that. And he said something like, who needs to know knows. And I knew that was important. And the game wouldn't let me know because one of them did it, probably. Sophie? Bless you, Master Mahler. Bless you, Sister Sophie. It's good to see you again. I don't even remember you. And you, Master Mahler. The gardens look spectacular. You've taken good care of it. I know it's been some time, Master Mahler, but I must remind you of my vows. cannot speak with men. Oh. Margaret? Bless you, Master Mahler. Hey, Margaret. Mr. Gertrude said one of the townsfolk was killed. What happened? Otto Zimmerman, the town carpenter, was crushed by part of the constructions at the Rathaus. Oh no. I heard some of the sisters saying it was a murder and the peasants chased the monks into the library. Mrs. Dana even said they're accusing Father Abbot. Is that true? It is. Well, it couldn't have been the abbot. I'm trying to find out who really killed Otto. I pray you do, Master Mahler. Everyone's getting scared. I heard Sister Sophie last night crying. Mother Illuminata says God will preserve us, but everything just keeps getting worse. Maybe the Lord is punishing the Abbey. With everything happening in Swabia, I don't think God needs to punish Kirsten specifically. Why would God want to punish Kirsten specifically? I don't think the Abbot should treat the peasants so harshly, but don't know what to think anymore. Wow, she's on the side of the peasants. Anything else happened in the convent recently? Well, a man ran into me when I was washing lettuce in the herb hut a few days ago. That's strange. Yeah, men are not allowed. Even in a joint monastery, the sisters and brothers' quarters are separated. I should have been in the church since it was almost Vespers. Can you describe him? I can do my best even though the hut was dark. And it wasn't a man, because his figure was taller than any of the sisters, and he grunted when he bumped me. You recognize his voice? No, he didn't say anything, but I felt the texture of one of the habits when he bumped into me. The skin was softer too, and it was knocked back when we collided. Grabbed me and moved me out of the way. No beard either. It's a tiny fucking guy, isn't he? Volk guy. What would a brother be doing in a herbal hut? Don't know. He startled me, but was in and out of the hut before I could call out. Banged the things around. I think it was one of the younger brothers. The rest aren't light in their feet. I can hear them shuffling all the way across the garden. Brother Lucas, Brother Guy. The abbot, but the abbot has his own house. What would he be doing sneaking around the herbot? Misdirection with the flowers, maybe? Or maybe one of the brothers was making a flower crown to participate in the festival. Because he wanted to fuck. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go. Something happened. I need to stop streaming for today. But I'll see if I can be back tomorrow. All right. I'll probably alter 4 other games so we get to. Let's see, 7 minutes ago. So that was probably before the conversation. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good day, have a good night. I'll see you soon. Sorry for the inconvenience, but yeah, I'll be back the next few days. Take care. Goodbye.